and today we are going to start with a very beautiful topic of mathematics, circle. In this module, we are going to learn the introduction to the circle. So let's start with the topic, circle. Before we come to the understanding part of what's a circle, let's take some examples of circle which we come across in our day-to-day life. Now, if I ask you what's a circle, what you have seen in your day-to-day life, you may say a bangle is a common example of a circle. Some students also say a ball is an example of a circle. Maybe coins which we carry in the pocket is an example of a circle. Or maybe because we have the cricket fever going on, the boundary rope of a cricket ground is also an example of a circle. But you know what, children? Out of these 4 examples, 2 examples are wrong. Now let us understand which 2 examples are wrong. The examples which are wrong are definitely going to be the ball and the coins. Now you may ask me, why are they wrong? Because one of them is a sphere and the second is a cylinder. There are many cylinders when we talk about coins. But why are these examples exactly wrong? Why are these examples not circle? To understand, let us understand the definition of a circle first. So over here, let me take a circle whose center is given as O. So let's understand the definition. Circle is a set of points in a given plane. So we require a plane to draw a circle. We cannot draw a circle in midair. We require a piece of paper. We require a plane. So circle is a set of points in a plane. That means it's a collection of infinite number of points. Now, but tell me, can any set of points be called a circle? If you look at the screen, can we call this set of points a circle? The first set of points is a segment and the second set of points is a quadrilateral. So obviously we cannot call all the set of points a circle. So what is the special condition for these points? These points satisfy a special condition. Let us understand this condition. Let's take any one point out of this infinite number of points as point A. Now let's find the distance of O to A with the help of a ruler. Now, if you can see, O to A ka distance is going to be equals to 4 centimeter. Okay, let me take some other point, let's say B, and let me find the distance of O to B. Let me bring a ruler. How much is O to B? Again, 4 centimeter. What about O to C? We can see it, it's again 4 centimeter. What about O to D? It's again 4 centimeter. Let's try the last one, maybe it may be a little different. What about O to E now? It's again 4 centimeter. So what can we say about OA, OB, OC, OD and OE? They are equal. Out of which we can see O is repeated. So O is the fixed point. So can I now say all the points are equidistant? That means they are the same distance from the fixed point O. So this is how a circle is defined. Circle is a set of points in a given plane which are at a fixed distance from the fixed point. So we have understood what's a circle. The fixed distance is called as the radius. So we have a circle with center O over here and tell me which is the radius, segment OA. Now how many radius or radii can we draw in a circle? The answer is infinite. Let's understand few more elements of a circle. Okay, to start with, let me take 2 distinct points on the circle. One is point C and one is point D. And let me just join them. When we just join these 2 points, what do we get when we join 2 points? We get a segment. But this segment is a special segment. It is said to be a chord. So remember what's a chord. A chord is a segment. A segment joining 2 distinct points on a circle is called a chord. But how many such chords can we draw in a circle? We can draw infinite number of chords in a circle. But can we also draw a chord passing through the center? Yes. Let us now draw a chord that is passing through the center. What do you call this chord? This chord is said to be a diameter. How many diameters? Rather, what's a diameter? A chord passing through the center of the circle is called as a diameter. And how many diameters can we draw in a circle? The answer is infinite. We know the radius is always half the diameter and the diameter is always double the radius. So this relation is very clear from our earlier standards. Now let's take one more concept. Let us draw a line intersecting the circle at 2 distinct points. So we can see a line L and this line L is intersecting the circle at 2 distinct points. Those are M and N. What do we call this line? Such a line is said to be a secant. So what's secant? A line intersecting a circle in 2 distinct points is called as a secant. Now if you observe, what is segment MN? Segment MN is a chord. So can we now say a secant always contains the chord. The secant always contains the chord. So this is what we have understood when it comes to the terminologies or the elements of a circle.